Pay attention.
Creepy weirdo.
I would like a strong, powerful woman to protect me.
He'll fight for America.
Yep. Poopy square.
The Playable Characters Podcast. Hey there, everybody. Coming in hot. Want to start over?
No, that's fine.
Welcome to the Playable Characters. I'm so excited to be back here in the Playable Characters Podcast.
I'm so excited.
And I just can't hide it.
PC. It didn't work out with the...
Now they can Puyo Puyo or beep, 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 beep.
I am Brian McGinnis. Welcome, everybody, to episode 670 million of the Playable Characters Podcast. Yeah. And to my left, I have...
Al Patel. I had to check if I was on the left. My left and right is not strong. Across from me. I know across. Really.
Okay.
To my right...
Is Calvin Cato.
Yeah.
Your direction game is strong, though. You got your across.
Yeah.
You got your prepositional game on point.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Welcome back to PCP, everyone.
Yes. It's a new year. It's a new dawn. It's a new day.
Yep, it is. That's very true.
Yeah.
So, you doing good, Calvin?
What is it, episode 40
I just said 670 million.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
We've been going for 20 weeks straight.
Yes, we have.
millions.
Yeah, and we didn't take a break over the holidays like a lot of your favorite podcasts do.
And should
they're
have.
lazy.
But
A permanent break.
We were here on Christmas live doing that podcast.
Yeah, from my house. Get out. Anyway, you guys want to
Yeah,
dive in?
wait, well, let's talk to him a bit. I'm just saying, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing all right. It's very cold in New York. Outside our studio.
This is going to be out in a couple of weeks. So.
Yeah, but it's
it's still
going to
be just
It should
cold.
still be
It's warm
cold.
now,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Unless you're listening in Arizona listeners, keep up the good work.
are there Arizona listeners? Are you shouting out somebody? Were we supposed to shout somebody out?
Oh, you know, I do have people I want to shout out.
Oh, there we go.
Let's
See?
do
We did that.
because people are fun on Twitter and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so
let's shout out some of our...
we got Ms. Parker. We got the Champ.
Yeah.
Oh,
The Champ.
Champ
Champ
lovely.
is like
Yes.
top 5 fans, top 3 fans.
Spanky Bruno once more.
Yeah, Spanky Bruno.
Michael Hawes is always on Twitter having fun.
Spanky
Good
Bruno's
guy.
probably our furthest fan because she's all the way in Japan. Right?
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that.
So Japan also stay warm.
Daniel Serial, as he was a guest host one time during
Oh,
Kratos.
yeah.
He's doing his thing. Otaku Man, 5,000
Okay.
or 500, I forget. It's probably 12.
No, I
And,
think we have 2 different ones. One's 500 and one's 5,000.
Yeah, I was just like,
And if he's listening, he said he would. Kid Koala, the Kid Koala. I was chatting with on Twitter because his game Floor Kids on the Switch is super fun, by the way.
what's it about?
It's like a rhythm dance game with breakdancing. It's
Oh.
actually really cool. It's good music. He made all the music, and we were chatting on Twitter for a little bit. I told him to listen to our podcast.
Awesome.
So what's up, Kid Koala?
Yeah.
Long ass intro in this one. Sorry, everybody, because let's get to our guest.
This is a very exciting.
Holy
guest.
shit.
Very,
it's
very
an amazing
big favorite
guest.
of mine, actually.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I own like pretty much all of the games in this series.
Yeah.
I've beaten only 3 out of 5 of them. No, I actually beat 4 or 5 of them.
His first appearance, I believe, and we'll get to in a second, was Donkey Kong Country
2.
2.
Yes.
Okay, I mean,
Oh, wait, no.
No, he was
it was the first one.
He was
First one, that's right. The second one, he was the lead of it.
yeah, it was the first one here.
You got
But
upgraded, buddy.
I mean, kind of a legend in his own right now. He has his own game. He's been in so many things. Let's welcome everybody to the studio, Diddy Kong.
Hey, Diddy.
Hello. So excited to be here.
He's so demure.
Yeah, I expect
know.
you to sound like a kid because in the game that you're portrayed as like such a young kid.
Yeah,
I was young once.
You were, but now you've
That
grown
was
up.
many years ago.
Okay.
You were once an excitable spider monkey, and now...
Now look.
You know what? A lot of things have changed. Not my outfit necessarily. I'm still rocking the red
Still-
shirt with 2 stars. I've got the Nintendo hat.
No
but-
pants?
No pants.
I was going to say,
ever.
is the chair comfortable?
It
We
is,
try to
no,
leave it like
for the
flapping
tail.
back, but so yeah.
I need the tail. I need the tail space. This is good.
Oh right, yeah. You can't wear pants because of the tail.
Yeah,
Right, of
and your
course.
tail does some cool shit.
This
Yeah.
is very cool shit.
Yeah. You can you fly? Do you call it flying? I mean, can you spin around really fast with the tail? Does that happen with
He's
Diddy
not like
Kong?
Tails.
That's like
No, he's not
I was just
tails.
wondering if he did that at all.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
I'm
I
sorry.
thought I was
I didn't want to get off
lumped
that.
in with every other 90s sidekick character. You know, I have carved out my own path in this
You have.
industry.
I
Yeah.
apologize.
Because, I mean,
Diddy.
you've been so many things. You've headlined your own.
I have headlined my own.
You're a racer. You're a very good
I-
racer.
Kart
I've
racing,
been
yeah.
a kart racer. I have been a fighter. I've
That's
done
right,
sort of the
yeah.
Nintendo celebrity boxing.
Smash
You
Brothers.
guys know it as Smash Brothers, but
Yeah, I was like, is that he's so much Smash
That's
Brothers?
Nintendo celebrity
That's a
boxing.
great way to. Yeah.
It's-
Do you enjoy
What
doing
is-
that? I mean, is it hard? Yeah.
Well, look, I didn't manage my finances great, so at a certain point, I had to take whatever
doing it for the money
brought my way.
Yeah,
You did have a lot of peanut-powered vehicles, so I assume that's a lot of money.
It is. It's a lot of upkeep. I had sort of like a Jay Leno-esque garage full of.
Wait, why do you have
vehicles.
peanut-powered? Are you a big fan of like George Washington Carver or something? Or
It's just like the accepted currency in the Kong
is it?
jungle.
Okay,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah, that's really how we're doing our trade a lot. It's all bananas and peanuts.
Peanuts are expensive, man.
Are peanuts is like 100 peanuts is one banana, or?
I mean, I had to check the exchange rate. I'm not sure exactly what it's at right now.
oh, so they're two different currencies. You operate in two different.
Yeah,
currencies.
well, you have
Okay.
to figure the crocodile aisle, and then there's so many. You really have to kind of see how the exchange rate is going with our turbulent economic times.
Right.
Who knows?
Yeah, that's true.
The peanut's been falling, so
So like, how many peanuts would it take to buy like a barrel car?
like a barrel car. I would say right now, if I had a guess, I didn't check the Dow this morning, but I would say 1,500 peanuts.
Oh, they're probably pretty expensive. So how many bitcoins? I'm just curious about.
I didn't realize this was CNBC.
Sorry, Diddy. I'm curious about the whole, the world over there. I'm not,
Well, let's get into the world actually instead of peanuts.
Yeah, actually, well, let's start from the beginning. How did you end up becoming Donkey Kong's sidekick? Because he's like a gorilla, and you're a spider monkey.
Yeah.
Yes, and honestly, originally we were kind of packaged as this vaudevillian father-son duo as like an updated Donkey Kong Jr.
You guys are not related, right?
No, we are
didn't
not
think so.
related. And there's
Right.
so many, we have been, that people have speculated,
Yeah.
are we father and son?
Mm-hmm.
I was a nephew, I believe, in one instruction manual, I believe, for N64. The rumors that the media will print are unbelievable.
Right.
Just unsourced claims.
Sloppy journalism.
Sloppy. I mean, I was just a young, fresh-faced spider monkey hoping to break into this video game world, and I went to Tokyo, and I sort of like did some modeling. I did
what kind of modeling did you do?
Monkey
some
modeling.
Monkey modeling. It's a lot of hand modeling, actually.
Are you holding like rings, or what do monkeys model?
What you don't understand is if most hand models you see are just shaved monkey paws.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Or feet, I guess.
Yeah, it's so much cheaper. You
All right,
actually-
this is free
you're getting
exile.
4 hands
Yeah.
for one.
Oh, that's why
Right.
cheap labor.
Right.
Yeah, so
That
it's
makes
actually
sense.
a much better deal. So I started doing some hand modeling in Tokyo, trying to break in the industry, but it's hard. I did a few local commercials, mostly shampoos, and
So they just shampoo, like, is it just like the Japanese culture? They're like, they're like, oh look, we shampooed this monkey, or
That's what they.
Well, no,
that's
'cause
their
you guys have a lot
slogan.
of-
is it shampoo for monkeys? Or are you advertising?
I'm not
human-
proud of this. I
Okay.
feel like I sold out my species a little bit. But basically, the appeal of the shampoo is if it can clean a monkey, it can clean you.
Oh, okay. It's like the
So-
carpet when they pick up the marbles and stuff. Like
yeah.
the
It's like you don't
vacuum.
actually need it to ever do that,
Right.
but it could if you need it to.
Yeah, it works.
So,
Hey.
Okay, so you're in.
so I'm breaking in
Right.
late '90s ish, I guess. Right. This is around the time.
Yeah.
Did you
Mid
look-
early '90s.
Early
Yeah.
90s,
Did you look up to Donkey like growing up? Like,
So
was
I
he-
hadn't yet I had not yet met Donkey, and it gets a little confusing if you follow the hierarchy because actually Donkey Kong is the earliest edition of Donkey Kong that we all know from Mario, from the little
Yeah.
the ladders and the barrels and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
He steals Pauline. Right?
That
Yeah.
is not the Donkey Kong. The Donkey Kong we are familiar with, Donkey Kong Country, is actually Donkey Kong the third or the second, depending on which royal lineage you're following.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Because there was an elder Kong who appeared in the series, who was actually the original Donkey Kong.
Cranky.
Cranky.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Call him
And,
Cranky
and
there,
Wrinkly
yeah.
Kong, his wife, R.I.P.
I know. I
Wrinkly.
remember seeing like her, all ghostly and stuff.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
It was very tragic. They were very much in love.
Oh, do you know what happened? Just like old age.
I don't feel comfortable revealing. I feel like it's not my place. We
that's
just say she went peacefully.
Okay, good.
I hope you have a
good.
peanut allergy. That'd
Is
be
he saying
terrible.
like HIV thing? Is that
Oh.
I think it's-
I know, 'cause
okay,
it's
we
the
don't-
AIDS monkey. I thought he's.
Oh,
Okay.
This took a turn.
First of all, it's SIV, Simeon.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
I mean, I know the early '90s. Was,
No, you're right. Yeah, you might be
They
right.
didn't have
there.
the antivirals back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Especially not for monkeys.
No.
Maybe they didn't care.
Maybe they did. Who knows? Maybe they probably tested them on monkeys first.
Oh yeah.
You know.
This is a little hurtful right now.
I'm sorry. I
It's
don't
a
wanna
very
get into it.
triggering conversation.
Okay, so you're in
honestly.
Japan.
So,
I'm
yeah,
in
sorry, so you
Japan.
met-
You're shaving your
need-
hands and your feet.
Yes, shaving my hands and my feet, wearing no pants, still.
Well, you weren't wearing pants anyway. All right. Okay.
But I'm wearing a lot of. I'm looking for some leg up in the industry.
Are you doing like monkey acting and stuff?
I'd love to be doing monkey
Like Dunstan
acting.
checks in, stuff like that?
That would see. Those are. It is. Chimps get all the big
Yeah,
roles.
that's true.
Spider-
Spider
Yeah.
monkeys. We had our one breakthrough on Friends, and that was it.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know that guy?
I.
What's his name? Pierre or whatever? What's
He's-
his name?
You know I don't watch Friends.
I don't watch Friends.
Honestly,
All them white people, Calvin didn't watch that. No way.
the spider monkey community boycotted Friends after that.
okay.
We don't like to be made
Because
a
of the-
fool
Actually, I'm
of.
curious about that. Are there isms within? Because I mean, frankly,
Oh,
in the
yeah.
Conk series, like it looks like you all get along. I mean, you have spider monkeys, you have orangutans, all
Oh,
together.
it looks
and
like we get along.
The money
'cause
makes
we
you
were-
get along, right?
Yeah. Well, it started out great because it was just me and Donkey for a while.
Yeah.
Donkey Jr. decided he wanted to be a part of the business, so he left for a bit.
Just wanted to go do math.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
right.
just wanted to settle down with a family. He didn't want a life in the public eye. So for a while, it was just me and Donkey, and it was great.
Yeah.
Next thing we know, the series blows up, and we have a Dixie and a Kitty and all these
Yeah.
other Chunky and Funky.
Funky,
Yeah.
right? He was a surfer one. The surfer monkey.
Funky.
Yep.
Yeah,
You know
it's like
what?
Steve Urkel or something. You know, when they added Steve Urkel.
They got to add a
to the family.
Poochie kind of situation.
Yeah.
and
Oh, and
all
The
of
Simpsons.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Wow.
Simpsons exist in our world. Yeah, yeah.
So I have,
Are they Monkey Simpsons or is it the same Simpsons?
no, it's the same
Same
Simpsons.
Simpsons.
Yeah, we can appreciate that.
That's not the
humor.
simian.
Chimpsons. Why did I come up with Chimpsons? Chimpsons. Where's the joke?
That'd be
thing?
great.
Again, chimps get all of the priority.
Yeah.
And culture. Chimps.
so speaking of, I know that things blew up with Dixie. I'm curious. So you sound like you don't have a positive view of Dixie because I thought you two were boyfriend and girlfriend. That was the whole point. Or was it a sham?
That's what Nintendo wanted you to think.
Oh no,
Dixie.
I believed in you guys' love.
Dixie was something of a beard. I will say.
Whoa, Diddy, do you have something you got to share? It's a safe
A beard
space.
for her or for you? Or whose beard? Whom
I
was
was
whose?
cute when he tries with gay slang.
Whom was whose beard?
It is true.
Who was a merkin in the relationship? So
Donkey Kong and I did have a bit of a relationship.
Oh.
I would say, yeah. This was a very totally consensual. This is actually where the initial mistake of the Donkey Diddy father-son relationship
Yeah.
came from. There was a bit of daddy play involved in the beginning that was picked up on in the wrong spot, and we weren't really being super discreet. We didn't realize how big this was all going to be.
Yeah.
And the next thing we knew, it was just blowing up.
is that why Candy Kong was in the first one, just to serve as a buffer for Donkey and you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because that was the whole point. Was Candy was like the hot girlfriend. She kept blowing kisses.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Candy, and then they brought in Dixie, and then Dixie's younger cousin, who got all of a sudden older in later versions.
Yeah, that was also a little weird.
It was very weird.
Breaking news here.
I think this is similar to like a Joni and Chachi
Not too familiar with it.
from Happy
so
Days.
straight,
right?
so straight. Joni and Chachi.
Al's references are not doing well today.
I'm actually like 45 years old.
This is very, and then there's Maud kind of thing going on. So wait, okay, so how long did this relationship go on?
Through most of the heyday, I will say, because I met him in Tokyo, and he's a powerful monkey.
Yeah.
in the industry.
I
and-
see them. He lifts powers. He lifts them over his head.
Oh, he's powerful also
I think he means
physically, but I
stardom-wise,
also
Calvin.
had a lot of sway.
Not just physically, Cal.
in the industry. He had this pedigree, this lineage, and when you're just like a young spider monkey trying to make it, someone wants you to go behind a truck for a few bananas. You do it.
Truck.
Kind of Kevin Spacey-ish in a way. Is that what we're saying?
Totally.
There we go.
This,
All right.
This
Yeah.
was a very. I want to be very careful in this like Me Too space that we're in right now.
Yeah.
That this was a very consensual.
Consensual. You guys
totally
did. You
consensual.
both
I
wanted
was
it.
of age. Yes.
Okay,
This was
good.
all.
What is
very
of age
consensual.
for a monkey?
For a monkey, it's the same.
Oh,
so
is it 18? 18
yeah.
monkey
Once
years?
once you're able to join the monkey draft, you're able to. I feel like you're legally able.
Wait,
so.
is there like a ongoing war? Is it an active draft for monkeys?
You guys do have Planet of the Apes.
Planet- I was going to
here,
say,
right?
Planet of the Apes is-
Oh,
We have The Simpsons. Do you guys also have our cultural touchstones?
wait. So are
I
you
think
guys
so.
planning
Which
for it
are
right now?
Planet
Is
of
it
the
is it an
Apes?
ongoing thing? I didn't know that was real. I thought it was just a.
I think monkeys are sick and tired of what's been going on. They want
It's
to take
true.
over,
They're
right?
tired of having makeup put on them and shit. I got it.
Shaving our hands.
Right?
Yeah.
It's constantly people shaving their hands. It's not fun, man.
Wow. So wait, so let's get into this a little
Wait,
bit
what
more.
about the upcoming monkey war? He just told us there's going to be a real monkey war.
just
we
wait
have
for it.
real gossip going on.
No, we're preparing in the event if there was a monkey war.
Okay.
We're not. I don't know how movies work among your people, but ours don't predict the future necessarily.
Well, I thought it was sort of like a documentary, like ish
No.
kind of thing, like
It's
based
just
on a true
sort
story.
of just storytelling,
Okay.
just sort of like a Twilight Zone esque, like what if.
That's like
kind of-
sci-fi for you
Yeah,
guys.
it's like
Okay,
Black
right.
Mirror except for us.
So you, have,
okay.
so you have Black Mirror too.
We also have Black Mirror. Look, we fully have Netflix. I don't know why you guys are so surprised.
Okay.
So
I
this
have
is running
thumbs, I work a
electricity?
remote. Huh?
Is it running electricity?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And we pay our electricity bills with peanuts, and that's how it all works.
Okay. Well,
I don't get what you guys aren't getting.
Well,
here.
the reason why I'm
peanuts.
confused is because I feel like there's so many levels where it will constantly the power just shuts off. There's like a blackout basement every single game, so that's why I'm concerned.
Well, that's an infrastructure problem. That's
Yeah.
not really a technology
Oh, okay.
problem.
Yeah. This is true.
I want to ask you about those barrels that just shoot you across the land. Like, is that as much fun as it looks?
Yes, you have to require a certain amount of daredevil mentality.
Sure.
Does it hurt your feet? Because when you're getting shot out, right, it must be like
Yeah, and there's gunpowder that comes out too.
Well,
No.
monkey's feet are really hard and tough.
Yeah,
right?
they're callous. They're
Look
sort
at
of
these
like
things. Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah.
Look at them.
No, yeah, they're very. Yeah,
Very
they're like
tough.
shaking bricks. I'm shaking the
Yeah.
Thank you.
Diddy's feet right now.
juggling. That's how I was able to shake all three of your hands at once.
That's
Yeah.
right.
It's just, again, why we're hand models.
It's- yeah, I mean, it
'cause we have
makes
so many
sense.
hands to go around. But actually, the whole process is very easy. You just get in. It feels almost like a pneumatic tube at a bank, almost like you're being. There's a platform within that's propelling.
Right,
you. So your
right.
feet aren't touching any of the
Oh,
heated
okay.
elements. But you are sort of responsible for your own collision and landing. So. That's what's scary about it.
Right.
It requires some skill, some
Sure.
precision, sort of like being shot out of a cannon,
Right.
Which I believe you people do too.
Like a Super Dave kind of thing.
Just for fun.
Yeah.
That's a good reference, right?
Like
Super
being-
Dave?
I think
Yeah,
so.
yes, that is
Yeah.
within this century.
Okay.
Well, no, it's not. But
Like being shot out of a cannon.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
so how do you get along with the other animals, like Rambi the rhino, the ostrich?
Oh,
Whatever happened to
yeah.
ostrich, by the way? Because he's been just missing.
Yeah. We don't know.
Head
we
in the
don't.
sand.
There's actually a Netflix series trying to chronicle what happened to the ostrich.
Really? Did they
Yeah.
wasted the time with that?
There were.
That's interesting.
They have a huge Netflix demographic in
Yeah.
the monkeys.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
Sure, you guys are watching
they're
Black
trying to
Mirror.
make
A lot of spin-offs of you guys.
they're trying to
I
make
gotcha.
content that appeals to this new
That
market.
makes sense.
Right.
So there is sort of like a true crime keepers-esque.
Wow.
Trying to figure out because honestly we don't know. I have been interviewed for it. I can't say much else, but I have been interviewed for the series and will appear
Oh,
in
That's-
at least
that's
one
good.
episode. Yeah,
Hopefully-
yeah.
I feel like it just ran off the side of a cliff and just never made it back to
yeah,
the
because
land.
he was very bad at stopping.
Yeah.
It was
I was very
very-
concerned about. I mean, I don't know if there's a drug problem in the animal kingdom, but
Well, I will say the ostrich. That's not the only thing he couldn't stop doing.
Oh, okay.
damn.
Yeah.
What about the swordfish on guard?
The swordfish
Was that
is
his name? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's not bad.
I know it was cute. It was a simpler time. In
Right.
No, I never knew his name.
Of course, his name was on guard.
Wrinkly, Ramby. They weren't the most. Yeah, I
Ramby,
get it.
right.
It was
Right.
easy. Yeah.
kept it. I felt like the swordfish is doing very well.
Okay,
He
good.
again wanted to get out of the public eye a little bit. Didn't have a family, kind of like a confirmed bachelor, but settled down, opened up a small boutique bed and breakfast.
It's
As
a
a
boutique
fish?
bread
As a
and bread.
fish, yeah.
Interesting.
It's like a sea bed and breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So it's it's very kind of classy.
if you like,
Nice.
if you like soggy waffles,
Yes.
there you go. Go to On Guard's bed and breakfast.
Yeah, there's a lot of kelp salad. It's very health oriented. It's nice.
Can I ask you a question? This kind of implies that there's like a class system in the jungle, right? So like you guys ride these other animals.
Well, there's a king of the jungle.
So they're sort of
That's
subservient to you. I mean, is that still a thing?
Is it like that, or are they more helpful?
Well, in India we had a class system, but they've kind of tried to do away with that. I'm wondering if that's happening in the jungle as well.
I mean, no more than there is anywhere. I mean, like you have someone who delivers you your pizza when you tell them from your cell phone, right? I mean,
so
how
you're
different
paying
is that
you're
from-
paying Ramby. And,
Yeah, of
and
course,
Unguard
of
and all
course,
this.
of
Okay.
course.
No,
They-
I didn't know.
They make a livable wage. Yeah.
If you jump in the back of your pizza guy, that would be weird. If you and you said, "Take me back to my apartment," that would be.
But also crash through this thing wall so
Yeah.
that you can take me to a bonus level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're taken
care of.
I never got past 99% Donkey Kong Country for Super Nintendo.
I don't think
yeah.
humans can get past 99%. I think you have to be a monkey to get that last.
There was
1%.
always one thing I couldn't find. Ever.
You know, it's 101%.
Oh my god, that makes it even madder now.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that was the whole trend for Donkey Kong 2. There was 102%. Donkey Kong 3 was 103%.
Son of a bitch.
I know.
You got all those. Full
Fuck
percent-
no.
Oh, okay.
I remember Donkey Kong.
I beat him,
played every
but-
level a million times, and there was 1%. I didn't know where it was.
Because a lot
This
of
was
it is like,
before. This was before the internet and strategy guides.
well, a lot of it was so frustrating because so many times it was like, just roll over this pit and hopefully there's a barrel down there.
Right.
Which, let's talk about that. How not OSHA compliant was all of those levels? Did you ever complain to HR about this?
Well, that's the thing. When we got started, it was just us, and we didn't know what this was going to become.
Right.
So we just went along with whatever. Blows up huge.
No stunt monkeys or anything.
The more
like that.
no, we did
Oh,
all our
wow.
own stunts,
'Cause-
all our own stuff. But then the more you start asking for things, then suddenly that's when the Dixie Kongs come in. That's when you're the one being kidnapped who's got to be saved. That's when all these new characters are coming in because you start making noise, and then suddenly they're bringing in new people.
There we go. Yeah.
So you want to be
that's-
like, hey, can you not electrify this floor, please? And then they're like, no, fuck you, you're in a cage now.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you guys ever like band together and say like, "Hey, we want more money for the sequel"? You know, like
More
let's go back to
peanuts.
Friends, like where they ask for $1 million each or something.
Yeah.
Can't we go back to living single?
Well, they never
Yeah.
asked for $1 million each for living.
Yeah, they weren't going to get that.
We didn't, because all the new people they brought in were just young and dumb and would do anything because they screwed up all our collective bargaining.
Right.
So then all of a sudden you had Dixie Kong, who's like, I'll do anything. She's doing Maxim spreads. She's showing up.
I remember that.
She would show up to the opening of an envelope, okay? Let me tell you, Dixie Kong had no standards. She would do
And she also had no
anything.
pants either, which I was concerned by. I was
She
like,
had,
no.
she had no pants, all right.
She was the original, like, pea flasher, just out there.
that's
She
like-
was all slapping it around all over town.
Do her and Wendy Koopa hang out a lot, I would imagine?
Honestly, Wendy's a bit of a party child. Well, Dixie's just kind of in it for the money.
Well, Wendy comes from money, so she's like a Paris Hilton type, probably.
Yes, exactly.
Little
Exactly.
reference.
A little darker, maybe a little bit more rock and roll, but yeah. But along those lines. A bit of a darker streak, though. I almost want to say almost like a
Sharon Osbourne's kid.
Yeah.
What's her name?
yeah. Kelly
Osbourne.
Sharon,
Osbourne.
not Ozzy. Sharon Osbourne's kid.
Well, Ozzy kind of feels the same way.
yes, probably.
She could play Wendy Koopa in a movie. That would be like
Dixie?
totally work.
Or
no,
Kelly?
Kelly
Kelly,
Osbourne?
yeah, Kelly Osbourne.
Do we need a live action Wendy Koopa movie?
Get her like a shell or something. I don't know. I'm just saying.
She would definitely need a shell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming soon. The live action Bowser Kid movie.
I don't think that'll make
Koopalings.
the monkey Netflix. I'm just saying. I don't think that's gonna.
Is there any like like how you have Marvel comic universe and you have like Star Wars being rebooted? Is there a chance that we might see like the Donkey Kong universe? DKU or something?
There was a cartoon show that we
Right.
did for a bit that was very popular. I don't see us coming back in a cinematic way. I feel like it'd be too hard to get us all to film at once, as it once were. There's so much bad blood and so much history there now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
There
Cranky
has been
still
word of a
cranky?
reboot. Of like a reboot style, sort of
Yeah.
what they did with One Day at a Time. That they're just gonna like start all over again.
Like Baywatch, kind of?
Bring it kind of like the classic Seminole film Baywatch, where they only had 2 appearances. This David Hasselhoff and Pam Anderson did appear.
Okay,
So
good.
I'm hoping that Donkey and I could fill those roles. But it's hard to say.
Yeah.
They don't come to us too often unless it's one of those celebrity boxing or Smash Brothers, as you call them, or the NASCAR sort of kart
Right.
racing.
Right.
What do you like doing more? Like the platforming levels, the racing, the fighting? What's your...
I mean, everyone knows the bread and butter for this job is always the platform.
Yeah.
That's where you're the star. That's where you're making the money. That's where you're getting the licensing deals. That's where it's
Yeah.
all at.
That's where the
All-
big bananas are, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, that's making a lot of peanuts. A lot of
Yeah,
peanuts.
you
all
love
right?
those peanuts.
Love them peanuts. But I can't. The racing games and the fighting games and all that, you're just one face. And you're always one of the starting pack, one of the first 8 you can play.
Yeah.
Never a hidden character. Like
Right.
that,
Right.
no one's excited.
Oh, is that where the big money is, like hidden characters?
That's where you get a little bit more of the word of
excitement.
mouth.
Yeah,
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 you get a little bit
yeah.
more. Your brand really goes up. You get all the good SpawnCon deals. You're able to like get some extra money on the side with some Instagram. It's tough.
what is
What's
SpawnCon?
SpawnCon?
What
You guys know SpawnCon?
No.
SpawnCon is a thing for that we took from your people.
Yeah, that's
That where they just pay people on Instagram to like drink a smoothie.
Oh, right.
And,
Yeah.
and
What, so
You know,
are you
it's
SpawnCon?
like
What do you
I'm
sponsor?
trying. I would love to do SpawnCon.
I think it would be great. You could do like that flat tummy tea.
Like flat tummy tea is good.
Yeah.
But I feel like I have a lot of things.
You probably have to shave your tummy then, though.
I do. I'll do
Well,
it.
it's already pretty
I've done.
bad.
I mean, I've been there before.
Yeah. Right.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Also, I mean, snapback hats. I do a lot of
Yeah.
hats. I'd like to launch my own snapback line.
That'd be cool.
If I could, that's a dream of mine.
You could drink 4 smoothies at once, technically. Cause
I have all the hands. I can
That'd be-
hold a lot of things.
That'd be
that's
kinda fun.
That's what I'm hoping to get is someone that wants me to be doing stress balls. I feel like that'd be a good one.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of like Fitbits. If I can do like a Fitbit on each arm and on legs and tails.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right,
all kinds
yeah,
of stuff I can do.
Okay.
There's all kinds of
Yeah.
infomercial kind of like get the paper towel down from the top. I can use my tail. There's like a lot of
Endless.
so
What
much
are
I
you, what are
can
you
do.
advertising there? The paper towel or
No,
your tail?
the extra attachment
Oh,
that you
right.
can use
Oh,
to
the
grab.
clip. Right, yeah,
but
yeah,
I
yeah.
can
I
do
see
it in
what
such an amusing and cute way. It would be
Yeah.
such a great Instagram photo
Yeah.
that no one else could give
That's
you.
true.
So I'm really hoping to move myself more into like the branding space. Now that sort of the video appearance offers are sort of on the decline.
Is it? Yeah.
What's your Instagram? Should we let people know what your Instagram is?
Sure, it's at Dirty Diddy.
This is not family friendly then.
It is no. There's
It
nothing.
is,
It's
oh.
mostly just like tongue in cheek.
Tongue in cheek.
Oh,
dirty,
okay, all right,
dirty
yeah, yeah.
ditty. Yeah.
You know, it's tough to get out of, when you're looked at as like a child star, kind of
Yeah.
like coming out of that and it's that like, I'm an adult. I'm a sexual adult.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's come into my prime.
Right.
And I want people to stop looking at me like I'm this guy's kid when really I was his lover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What-
this is,
Speaking of, so what is your love life now?
I am single at the moment, ready to mingle.
I hear that.
at a certain point with Donkey, sadly, I sort of, as they say, aged out of the program, and he wanted a younger model.
And we had
Are
Pauline
there,
on.
powerful men.
are there monkey twinks? Is that a problem? Because I feel like in
Yes.
this gay community and the human gay community,
They're
there's
probably bonobos, right? Would be like monkey twinks.
Maybe.
That's not exactly how it works.
I'm just a guess on my part. I don't know about that monkey culture that much.
We had Pauline on, and she had a relationship with Donkey as well. So maybe does Donkey go
Donkey
both
gets
ways,
around.
I guess?
Yeah. I mean, a lot. I mean, and this is how I identify as
Probably
well.
hard to
It's
satisfy.
fluid.
Is a big,
Donkey
is a
and
big boy.
we both identify as pan, so we're able to sort of mix it up a bit.
Gotcha.
But we had a very serious sort of mentor-mentee loving relationship. It was a little call me by your name in a way.
Didn't see it yet.
It was all you got to know is there's a
Like a Socrates
Yeah,
Plato
you
kind
know.
of thing.
The giant monkey in
yeah.
it?
There's a giant. All you got to know about call
I'll
me by
see
your
it.
name is that there's a bunch of monkeys.
That's Call Me by Your Kong.
Okay, good. Nice. I like it.
Call me by your name.
Yeah.
There you
there
go.
you go.
There you go. Oh, that's a joke, but
Now, about you're famous for your cartwheel, like flipping around. Like, how'd that come about? Is just something you could naturally do? Did you practice a lot for that? Or
I was always
it seems so easy for you.
I was always athletic growing up. I initially had wanted to go into Olympic gymnastics.
Oh,
Um,
monkeys would kill at that.
Yeah. So I thought that this was like a no-brainer, and so I trained a lot. I worked really hard on my body. I worked really hard, and then I, went to get to the point where I could try out for an Olympic spot.
which were your events in gymnastics that you preferred?
Oh, so I like to do the uneven bars.
Uneven bars. That makes
Uneven
sense.
bars.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I like to do floor exercises.
Definitely.
Oh,
I can
totally.
see
What
that.
about ribbon or the ball?
Oh, I don't do rhythmic
Oh,
gymnastics.
you don't do- sorry,
No.
okay,
I'm all about your pommel horse, your rings.
Oh,
balance
traditionals.
beams.
Cool shit.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
gymnastics.
Yeah.
So I worked really hard. I practiced on all my events, and then I get to the tryout, and they're like, "We don't have monkeys in the Olympics." And then it dawned on me, I was like, "Wow, I actually have never seen a monkey in the Olympics, and I have never
You just forgot
considered."
that.
Maybe that's like a separate. You guys could have your own Olympics.
Well, Mario and Sonic go to the Olympics all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, here's my chance. If you can have a hedgehog, why not a monkey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was, turned away.
Wow.
And that's when I was
That's-
like, you know what? I'm gonna take this body on the road, and I'm gonna go to Tokyo, and I'm gonna make my dreams come true one way or another.
Anything can happen in Tokyo, it seems like.
Yeah. And that was, like in the 80s and 90s, that was the place to be. If you were just like a young monkey with a dream,
Right.
you were just gonna get on the first plane to Tokyo.
There's a lot
and
of
you were gonna
like
figure it
young
out.
monkeys trying to make it in
Yeah.
Tokyo.
Yeah. It was essentially like the WeHo of the time for monkeys.
What's we? I don't know.
West Hollywood.
West Hollywood.
West Hollywood.
Oh my
Sorry.
God.
I don't know. I have a question. This is a little off the track here, but how did you feel when
I don't know
Puff,
what track we're on. So that's,
how did you feel when Puff Daddy changed his name to Diddy?
I was
there
gonna
an
ask
issue
that.
with that? Yeah, I was
Yeah.
very curious. About
I
that.
actually thought it was an honor. I felt very.
He did it
I
too,
felt very seen.
because-
yeah, he
yeah.
actually wrote me before. He DM'd me on Instagram. He didn't write. He doesn't have my address, but he DM'd me on Instagram.
20 years ago, he
Yeah,
When he made the name?
that was the.
Was it 20 years ago?
Yeah.
Probably. Something
in
like
human
that.
years, it was
Did
like
he
20 years
DM you on Usenet? Is that what happened?
Wow, that was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow, time does fly.
I know.
Maybe it wasn't Instagram. Were we on
Who knows?
Friendster at that time?
Probably AIM.
No.
Was it
Friendster
20?
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe,
Maybe.
I think it was Usenet.
Was it really 20 years ago he became Diddy?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
20
think
years
so,
ago.
right?
I think it was that long ago.
2018. I was in high school in 98, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20 years
Good
ago.
God.
early 2000s, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the latest.
At the
Was it
latest.
ICQ? What were we
But anyway, so
doing?
he got
It was
in
on the
touch with
computer.
you.
He got in touch with me on the internet.
Maybe
I-
just regular old email. Who
Look, I had an
knows?
Angel Fire page. I don't know.
Did you guys know each other before this happened?
No, we had
you
never
didn't.
met. We had
Okay.
never met. And Diddy reached out. He was a big fan. He had been
So you
playing the
call him
games.
Diddy still, even though you are the original Diddy.
Yeah, we could both be Diddy. You
Okay,
know what I mean? I
alright.
feel like he's almost. I'm very honored by it to be like that. He just decided to change his name to honor
that's-
me to
that's
Diddy
cool.
Jr. The Junior gets a lot of times dropped off on a lot of the albums and things like that. He told me it's because they just can't fit all of it on the
Oh, yeah, of
Okay.
course.
the size
yeah.
font he
Yeah, yeah,
needs,
yeah.
and that's why. But I do get a percentage of all Ciroc sales. This is true.
Wow.
This is-
What about
Nice.
Sean Jones?
That's
I
huge.
did. No, just Ciroc. That was all I was able to negotiate because he messaged me about the name. He messaged me via some communication that I'm blanking on now.
Yahoo groups.
And he had said that he wants to change his name to Diddy, and would I be okay with that? He's a big fan of my work. And at the time it was still sort of, he was still bad boy. There was still a lot of violence inherent in hip hop, and so the images of me with my peanut guns and my like sort of like sideways snapback hat, like
Yeah.
it
So
just
you kind of
fit as like
brought
the video
snapbacks
game.
into hip hop. Then you're the kind of progenitor of that.
There was not necessarily that I brought them in, but there was obviously a clear overlap. I feel more like I introduced some hip hop culture into video games rather than
like
the
what?
other way around.
Like,
Oh yeah,
like
that's true.
the
'Cause
hats,
you
right?
used to jam to that boombox sometimes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I
So I'm
forgot
telling
about
you, Funky Kong gets to get all like he was the cool one, but I was like the original,
Yeah.
like doing
You're
my
welcome,
own thing.
Parappa.
Yeah,
right? I mean,
exactly.
that was all you.
100%.
Yeah, man.
Back on that Super Nintendo, I was leading the charge.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's cool that I mean, P Diddy makes sense. P Donkey doesn't. P Cranky doesn't make sense. P Wrinkly that doesn't make very sense.
Well, that
Yeah,
sounds
P-Wrinkly.
dangerous.
P Wrinkly.
Kevin, have you seen any P Wrinklies in your life?
Too many.
So that's a great story. I didn't know that. So
Yeah. So now we stay in touch and we talk now and then.
what is he now again? He just changed his
He
name
changes
again?
from Diddy to something else, right?
Oh yeah, what is it now?
Ramby?
Duffy or something.
Ramby.
Duffy, is it
No,
Duffy?
it's not Duffy.
Change to On Guard.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know, but interesting. Hey, we got to go soon. Anything else you want to tell our fans?
Yeah.
I mean, it's,
Besides beefing up your Instagram, I know
Check
you-
out my Instagram.
Dirty Diddy?
Dirty Diddy. The more
How many R's are in dirty?
3.
Three, okay.
3 R's.
Making sure.
I mean, that's the standard.
Thank you for calling
for,
that.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
assumed on the internet when you spell dirty, you do it with 3 R's. So
Like
Dirty
Christina
Diddy.
Aguilera.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got it. Mhm.
Exactly. So check me out there. Give me all your likes. Play the classics. When I'm telling people think they're gonna keep supporting me by picking up these fighters, picking up these racing games.
You only get a small percentage.
I only get a small percentage of that. So honestly, you want to support your classic characters. You want to support them on the platformer. That's where. And also, I'm available for work. Nintendo. if
Yeah,
you're
he's ready to
listening.
sponsor.
I was like,
I'm
do you know
ready.
if there are plans in the future? Because I bought Tropical Freeze. That was the last
My God,
game
it was
to have.
hard.
It was ridiculous. I'm on World 4 still. Do
didn't
you
know.
have any hints or
I didn't-
suggestions?
I don't.
Like,
You just
should-
got to barrel through.
Hey,
Hey.
wink, wink.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Very hard game.
Also, I have a cabaret show coming up. That's going to be my
Oh.
one-man show.
What's it
nice.
called?
One Monkey Show.
One Monkey Show.
It's going to be my One Monkey Show called Diddy Does Off Broadway.
Nice.
But it's happening in Cleveland if you want to see it.
That's still technically off Broadway.
It is. It's very far off.
Most things are off Broadway. There's only one tiny section of the world that's Broadway.
But
for sure, so that's good.
I'm going to share a more extended version of my story there. So you'll be able to hear all the Diddy's, dirty secrets.
That's awesome.
Oh.
I'm really excited to show
A
you.
lot of costume changes in this one.
A lot. There's a lot of
hats,
music.
a lot of
From
hats.
one shirt to another shirt.
A lot of extended dream ballets. Part of my vision.
What's a dream ballet?
It's like, have you ever sseen Oklahoma? There's
No, I
dream
haven't.
ballet.
Okay,
sequence.
right,
It's going to be a very
I've seen the Nutcracker.
moving piece. I
It's like a
think.
Dance of
awesome.
the Sugar Plums kind of thing, maybe.
So you can catch me at the Cleveland Fringe.
Okay.
Cleveland Perfect.
Hey, do you want to play a quick game of those, Diddy, before you go?
I would love to.
Oh, yes. Let's play a quick game, guys, of Wed, Bet, Dead, everybody's favorite
Yes.
part of the podcast and every
Wedding.
podcast in the world.
Music here.
Wed, Bet, Dead. Okay, so we have 3 choices, Diddy. Do you know how to play this game? We're going to be 3 choices. Tell us who you want to wed, who you want to bed, and who you want dead.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. So, Calvin, little help here because I have no idea. The first one we have, beep, bop, boop, boop, all random. Chakan the Forever Man.
Oh wow! Whoa.
Who is this fella?
That is
Let's
from
look him up.
an obscure game that was on Genesis, I think.
It looks
it's
like it.
It's notable for being like one of the hardest games.
Really? Besides
Who added
Tropical
him to the
Freeze?
list?
I mean, I must have. I don't
Yeah,
even
that was-
remember.
that was definitely,
He's
yeah.
like, I forget. He's like some sort of demon vampire or something. This is what he looks like. He's
Chakan
scary
the
as
Forever Man.
fuck.
Oh, I remember this dude.
I remember renting this game and immediately taking it back.
He's like a
Really?
scarecrow with swords or something.
It's
Yeah, let me see him again.
real hard.
Okay.
That's what I got.
He's kind of cool looking,
I know I added it. Let's
but
see.
definitely scary.
Yeah, he's a muscular scarecrow with 2 swords.
Here,
is what
I
would
will.
say.
I will give
Does he
you
have
a.
any powers or rule over a
Okay,
land?
so
or?
Yeah, what does he
so
do?
here's a quick thing. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. Chakan, a warrior who is so confident in his swordmanship that he declares even death cannot best him in battle.
Wow.
So death challenges him. If Chakan can defeat him, he will be granted eternal life. However, if death wins, he will become death's eternal servant.
I think it's Chakan, right?
Chakan?
It doesn't
It's
matter.
Can
really.
and man. They have to
Ah,
rhyme. That's why they would.
Oh yeah.
Chakan the Forever Man?
Yeah.
It's not
Chakan.
Chakan.
I don't think he's like,
Chakan.
okay.
Death grants him his reward, but additionally condemns him to wander all of existence until all supernatural evil is destroyed.
Yeah.
So
it sounds good on paper, but again, the game was hard as fuck.
hard as
Okay.
fuck.
That's the first one. So I'm excited to see what happens with him.
Scary zombie demon guy.
Next one.
But he's fighting
Muscular
evil.
scarecrow is what I would say.
Yeah. Next one, obviously, one of the most popular Final Fantasy characters, Cloud Strife.
Yes.
Ooh, Cloud
Cloud
Strife.
Strife.
Would you say he's probably one of the most
Definitely one of the most
Yeah,
popular.
he's the biggest.
recognizable?
He is
He's the
definitely-
biggest one, right?
Yes.
I was
He
trying-
is,
He's
I was trying to
Mr.
Google
Final
him,
Fantasy.
and
Yeah.
it came up as cloud. I put cloud. It said cloudy urine. That's the first
Oh, what were you googling? Before?
Yeah, I know,
Oh,
seriously.
I guess I have cloudy
So
urine.
explain
So this
Cloud
is Cloud
Strife.
Strife.
Yeah.
So he's
Explain
from Final Fantasy VII. He's the main character of Final
giant
Fantasy
ass
VII.
sword.
Known for his big sword and his big spiky hair.
Yep.
Blonde, typical Japanese blonde wave, twink-esque.
I would say the biggest sword in all of video game,
It's up there.
No,
Yeah.
Sephiroth is bigger.
but it's longer. It's not as thick and wide.
It's not about the
I was trying
size,
to
it's about
tell
how
us
he uses
something.
it. Let's be clear.
And this next one with a female, Jade from Mortal Kombat.
Oh.
Yeah, she
So
was the green.
Katana's
she
sister,
was,
right?
She, no,
No,
that's-
Katana's bodyguard.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's got the green outfit on, if you want to call that an outfit.
Yeah.
She doesn't have much on. She had the long bow staff, right?
Yes.
Here you
That's
go.
what she
Here we
looks
go.
like.
So
Here we go.
Lots of skin showing on this one.
She's
on Jade.
very tastefully dressed with
She
her
has-
thigh-high boots.
She
has
has the one with
pa-
the fans. Is it?
she has
Who's the one with the
no.
fans?
That's Katana.
Oh, that's Katana. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's actually a real
Jade-
person. That's some cosplay.
Jade has a bow staff and then sometimes a boomerang.
and she's got some powers.
Yes, she does.
She can. What does she do with her bow staff? Some kind of cool
Smack
shit.
people.
Just smack people.
Oh, yeah, and
Upside
she
the head.
used to have the power to projectiles pass through her.
It turns pink. Yeah, things
Yeah.
like that. So Jade's pretty cool. I actually liked using her back in the day. So
Oh, she's like Katana's like friend.
Yeah, she's Katana's friend and bodyguard.
they all look alike. Kind of.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, back then they all
Racist.
did.
It's
look
literally
alike.
just a palette swap.
Yeah.
So
So
She's literally green Katana at first.
Diddy, Wed Bed Dead Buddy. Who would you?
wow, starting with me. Okay.
Chacan, Cloud, or Jade? We have to guess. Go first if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Chacan definitely dead.
Oh, right away. Chacan's
Already
getting it.
dead. Already dead.
Yeah.
And so
undead.
dead. Gonna stay dead.
Oh, wait, would you undead him? He's currently dead.
I
Is
mean,
he a zombie-ish?
Kind
So-
of.
No,
Well,
he
he looks
defeated death. I
zombie-ish.
thought.
I wonder if you dead him, would he become back alive in this game?
yeah,
Interesting.
because you may come back alive because all the evil isn't dead yet.
Well, he still gotta go.
Okay.
He's alive. He still has to put on his shoes and leave. Chacan gotta go.
Jade or Cloud?
So I want to both wed and bed Cloud, but I feel like that's against the rules,
Yeah.
so I'm
Yeah.
not going to do that.
Tough decision.
But I feel like living life with Jade forever seems sad. No, actually, because she seems kind of angry.
Yeah, she's a fighter.
But she also doesn't talk much. She has her mask covered,
Yeah.
which as something that I think I look for in a lifetime partner. So I think I'm gonna bed Cloud, and it's gonna be
You want
Great.
someone who doesn't talk that much? Is
yeah,
that what
yeah.
you're
yeah.
saying?
So not a nag, nothing, like.
Totally.
And her and I kind of have like we're wed, but we kind of have like an unspoken arrangement because she doesn't speak.
Right.
Oh, so
Right.
it'll be like Dixie 2.0.
Exactly.
Okay.
So she's kind of
Yes.
like a beard, but she's also like not such a bitch. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause Dixie,
Whoa.
I got some. I can go on. Come to my one man show.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Um,
half is probably about Dixie.
yeah.
Dixie dirt.
So yeah, so I'm gonna bed Cloud.
Okay.
I'm gonna wed Jade actually,
There you go.
and just it's gonna be a kind of like a very cold, separate bedrooms, separate houses.
Hey,
really,
please, leave her in that world.
yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna
she's-
say, she'll be away fighting most of the time.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, that's not much of a marriage, really. I feel like you got to hang out if it's a marriage.
we didn't specify what kind of
Donald
marriage
and Melania
this
don't sleep in the
is.
same room.
Yeah,
yeah, nowadays that's what marriage is.
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Brian's wife isn't even here.
She's not even here right now.
She left Brian because of the show.
She's recording a different podcast.
Yes. Good. So you didn't know you were going to marry Jade today. Look at that.
Yeah, I guess that's what I would
That's
do.
why this game's so powerful. I think
It
for this
is.
world.
That's what I think with a lot of video game marriages. It's kind of like any kind of celebrity. You
Yeah.
barely see each other.
Right?
You know what I
You're
mean?
always
It's a
working
good
or
point.
doing your own
Yeah.
thing.
It's
You
like
wanna
Ben
go
and
next?
Jennifer.
Do you want to go?
I'll go. Okay.
Yeah, but did.
There's a lot of choices here.
There's 3.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of there's a lot of things to consider, right?
3 times 3.
I'll probably bed Jade.
3P3.
You know.
Permutations.
Because I'm a boring straight guy. I'm
Yeah.
gonna bed Jade.
Bet Jade.
I'm not gonna marry her because she has kind of a crappy job. She's like just somebody's maid, so.
I
Bodyguard.
wouldn't say maid.
She's a bodyguard.
Yeah.
You don't want to marry a bodyguard?
No, well, it's boring for
Didn't
me.
you see the movie The Bodyguard?
She's not my bodyguard. She's bodyguarding somebody else.
she would
She could bodyguard you too.
help you out too.
Did
No,
you
but
not
she's-
hear the song? And
when she's off work, she doesn't want to be doing, like when you're off your job, you don't want to be doing it more often
She
at
might want
home.
to let her husband die. She'll be like, "Come on, loser, I'll protect
Yeah.
you."
If Shao Kahn busted with a hammer,
That sounds like a great marriage. Come on, loser. Let's.
Well, she could definitely take
Right.
you one-on-one.
I mean,
so.
yeah, of course, but I'm not, but yeah, I'll bet her. We'll just,
Okay. Lucky her.
lucky ladies.
So now what are you gonna do, huh?
I think I'm gonna marry. Yeah, I think I gotta get dead Chicane, and I'm gonna marry Cloud.
Oh, yeah. How come?
Because Cloud is, he's like a celebrity, and he is like a revolutionary. You know what I mean? Like,
I guess.
I feel like I can be the guy behind the guy.
With that
who's,
fame a little bit?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
I can carry the sword for him when he's like doing his appearances and things like that. You know?
So really, you want to be his bodyguard, is what you're saying.
Yeah, right.
No, I'll be like his assistant, but I'll be like his husband assistant.
You just made fun of the maid thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yet you're gonna be like a house Carl to this guy.
A house Carl?
Sorry, Skyrim reference.
I was like, that's a very Skyrim reference. All right. Are you playing Skyrim right now? Is that what you're saying that?
No, but my ex is, and so we've been talking about it. It's on my mind.
Okay.
Gotcha.
All right.
All right.
Calvin?
I'm going to go.
No? All right.
I thought about this, and I think that I am correct on this.
Okay,
It's gonna get a little weird.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
I am going to bed Chicane.
Oh.
Wow.
Because I know he fights evil, so I know that means he's gonna be a good lover. B,
Wait. Hold on. Why does that mean he's a
What's
good
that
lover?
connection?
Yeah.
because that means he's gonna care. He's like, look, he's fighting evil, and he's out there, and he's like, look, I'm sick of all this demon bullshit. I just want to find someone who's like stable and nice and can make me laugh, and I can do all this.
And that's your bud. Your bud is opposite of evil, so he'll be treated nicely.
Oh yeah, totally. My butt's like the hell up. Well, unless I've eaten a lot of cheese. But then,
Oh my
it's
goodness,
totally
Chicane.
And Chicane's gonna appreciate it because again, Chicane's out there. He's fighting. He's covered in like demon blood. I think he just wants nice hot fuck in a shower, and he was gonna. And like he's living so long, let him have a day.
He's gross looking though.
I mean,
Dress him up a bit, maybe put a different outfit
the
on.
lights will be off.
Yeah. All right, he wants to bet him.
Lights will be off. I'll put on some Luther Vandross.
Okay.
What if he has the opposite of it? What if all that work and all that evil slaying makes him have kind of like a hero complex? He's like, I've been out killing zombies all day. Now you're gonna come service me.
I'm not into that either.
As Kevin said, it's just a day. So what? So whatever.
Are you attracted to his like
whole thing?
His
there's just a certain like je ne sais quoi that like
buff
is just
scarecrow
there.
thing.
But he's buff as fuck, and I know he can like carry me, and like I'm just into it.
You don't like Cloud. Cloud's not your type.
No, Cloud's dying because Cloud's emo as fuck. Because all Cloud did was whine the entire series. I can't live with a whiner, and I can't have sex with a whiner because then they're like, are you enjoying yourself? I hate that shit. Don't ask me. You just either know or you don't. Either I'm saying yay, fuck me, or go. Like, come on.
And that's Cloud, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cloud seems like that kind of lover.
So
I don't know why he's with Tifa. It's bullshit. Anyway, Cloud dead.
Wow.
Jade Mary because bodyguard. She's protective. She's great.
That's like a Brian answer. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sure. She's a protector.
We'll
she
see
seems
in a
fun.
minute. Yeah.
We can go to Outworld together.
Just a boomerang. That's pretty good.
It is.
That's good.
Yeah.
And Jade gets her out. She's a world traveler.
Yeah. All right.
That's
A
it.
modern woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's what I'm
She's a liberated.
Yeah. Yeah.
By the way,
woman.
a question has just come in from super fan and super guest Patrick Rady. He wanted to know about Dixie. Is she your girlfriend or just a friend? But we've covered that obviously.
Yeah.
So, and not even a friend.
Not even.
Patrick, so-
No, we have not spoken
Yeah.
in many years.
Oh.
Many years.
Yeah.
Not since the last. It was a holiday. It was the holiday season in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, it did not go
So even
well.
when you did Tropical Freeze, you just did all your scenes separately?
Yeah, everything was filmed
Wow.
separately. They had the CGI us all together and everything.
Oh,
We
okay.
will not film together. We will not make appearances
This is
together.
so crazy. This is
We will not.
maybe one day, bring you guys back. And
It's like The Rock and Vin Diesel.
I wish she
This
would
is-
show up in one of these Smash Brothers games.
Do
One of
they
these
have a
days
rivalry?
because-
Yeah, they hate each other.
Whoa, I did not know that.
That's why they're having trouble with the next Fast and Furious.
oh, is
I
that,
thought
is
The
that
Rock.
why?
I thought The Rock and Tyrese were having issues.
I think it's Tyrese.
No, I think it's The Rock and Vin Diesel.
No, The Rock.
That's
and
why The
Tyrese-
Rock wants a spinoff.
Oh, okay. No, I know Tyrese is also having issues because Tyrese had that whole
More
breakdown. in films.
faster and furious. My cars are better. Starring The Rock. When are they going to stop it? Dude? Is this the most sequeled movie of all time? It's going to be eventually, right?
I think so because they made 8 of them, right?
Yeah, James Bond probably is the most.
There's
I
at least
guess.
8.
There's like 30 Bonds.
Yeah.
It's going to catch up. My goodness.
Yeah.
All right.
Brian,
Here are
what
my
your
choices. Ready? There's an interesting thing about Chicane the Forever Man. First of all, the name's great. I think it'd be fun to say.
Also, yes.
If you
It
if
says-
you if you wed him, do you become Brian the Forever Man?
Ooh,
Does that become
interesting.
your?
Ooh,
Do
that's
you take
good.
that surname?
Maybe
on?
Brian
Brian
the
the
Maybe
Forever
Brian the
Man.
Flying Man. Maybe I get my own rhyme to match my name. So it says he's so confident in his swordsmanship that he declares even death cannot best him in battle.
I literally just read that.
I know. I want to read it again. I wanted to make sure people knew
Reminder,
that.
yeah.
That's the kind of guy I'm gonna wed. wed someone like that. Just like
Confidence.
yeah, he's gonna be out all the time. Again, he's gonna be out all the time, battling, killing evildoers, or maybe some good doers. I don't know. So I'm gonna wed Jacan the Forever Man.
What is the advantage to you?
Yeah.
I just think I don't know. It's just like having a confident person around.
but he's not rich.
Are you lacking in confidence yourself?
I'm not.
Okay.
But both of us together, it's a lot of confidence. I think, right?
You're like, I can eat this whole pizza. And he's like, I can conquer death.
That's kind of cool, right? It might be kind of fun. I don't know. We play games together. We're competitive. You know, it might be fun. I'm gonna bed Jade all night. Love that outfit. I think that'll be a lot of fun.
all night, Brian?
All night. For 5 minutes, maybe.
And then fall asleep the rest of the night.
Yes.
It will last all night.
Exactly. She'll be there all night.
Technically.
I just hope she does not bring that pink bow staff with her, though. That's
Well, that could get a little kinky.
nah.
Right? You gotta let it in the back door. You gotta let it in.
She promises it won't hurt. We'll see.
I mean, everyone
I
promises.
mean, maybe
it
she
won't
can
hurt.
just choke you with it a little bit or something.
Okay,
you know? Not,
yeah,
not-
maybe.
nothing too
She
crazy.
can like rib around it, just.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we'll see. And then Cloud's gonna have to go because again, I'm not a Final Fantasy player, but I did know he was super popular. But Cloud's,
He's whiny.
he's a little whiny. That's why he's got a big sword. Like, I'll take care of you, with my giant sword.
I will tell you in the video game where he's kind of like a Zac Efron. Where he's like a pretty boy,
Yeah,
but he's very pretty.
he is. Okay. But that's what I'm gonna go. So I think
That's
me and
it.
Jacan are gonna hang out for a while. Maybe he'll make me forever. Yeah, that'd
Strange
be,
choices.
Well, no, then you'd have to challenge Death to a sword battle,
Oh.
and I don't know if you'll win. I mean, I have a lot of faith in you, but I don't know about your
Maybe
sword skills.
Jade can train me that night. In between the loving, maybe she can give me a couple tips with her boomerang and bow staff. We'll see. Teach you some magic spells. I don't know. Hey, that's a part of this game. You don't know in Wed Bed Dead, guys.
you don't know
happen.
until
So,
life asks you to choose.
That's right. So, Diddy, thanks so much for coming, man.
Yeah,
It's
thank
been
you.
eye-opening.
Shake all 4 of your paws. Thank you.
Thank you. Can I shake your tail? Is that like acceptable?
Don't have to touch my tail.
Okay,
that's weird.
Culturally insensitive.
Okay, I
Yeah,
didn't
that's
know
like
that.
asking to
Sorry.
touch a black person's hair. Come on.
Yeah. So that
I'm sure some black people like having their hair touched. There's got to be some.
Oh boy.
And that is it.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us this week on Playable Characters Podcast. We will talk to you all next week.
Happy New Year.
Yay.
Today's episode starred Bobby Hankinson. He also played the fighting game Location Scout back in the day on our podcast. Check him out, his show, if you're in Brooklyn. It's called Queendom, the third Friday of the month in Brooklyn. Queen, that's Kweendom. He tours around the country with the Awkward Sex in the City tour. And check him out on Twitter at Bobby Hank.